Hi everybody, welcome back to Open Source Tonight. In today's program, I want to talk to you about a couple command line utilities to just check out your Linux system and see what it's doing, and also get some good information about it, right? So let's go take a look. Our first command is going to be btop, which unfortunately is going to make me shrink the terminal. So that right there is btop. I have to make it smaller for you to be able to see it, but you can see right here what's going on. Okay. So let's make that text bigger again. All right, our next command is ls hardware. And I'm going to pipe that into less. And I recommend you do the same. And so you can see here, it tells me my system's host name here. I've got a description from the manufacturer, and this isn't a laptop, but that's what they call it. It's actually a little mini PC desktop. If we scroll down through here, you can see it's got 8 gigs of RAM right here, right? We've got information on the caches. This actually does give us some information on the CPU, but there is a separate command out there for information on the CPU. Though this gives you a pretty good amount of information. We've got PCI information here. There's actually another command to get you some information on PCI. We've got information on USB right here. And so you can see what's going on. This is a great command to see if things are working that are supposed to be here. Things are being recognized the right way, etc. I'm going to go ahead and hit Q to exit out of that. And let's look at another one. It's going to be sudo space lspci, which is, again, kind of similar. This gives me what's going on the system on the PCI bus. You can see there's a lot of different things here. We've got audio, we've got networking, all that. Okay. Okay, another thing we can do is ls CPU. This one, you probably don't have to pipe through less, but I'm going to do it anyway. So it tells me the CPU architecture up here. It tells me the CPU's operating modes, which is 32 and 64-bit, the address space, that kind of stuff. What is the byte order on the system? It gives me the exact model of the system here, of the CPU. It's an Intel Celeron N5105 running at 2 gigahertz, right? So it gives you a general idea. It gives you all these different flags that are associated with it. It does support virtualization here. That's what this VT-X means. And so I think you get the idea. It talks about different vulnerabilities and things like that. So we can exit out of that. Okay. We've got the good old htop. Started to type btop there. We got htop, which will let you run it in a bigger terminal, which is something I do like about it. Btop's actually very nice, but I do happen to say this is one big distinction. This gives my uptime right here of the system. Gives load averages. I can look down here at different tasks, as you can see. I probably should zoom this out a little bit so you can read that. And see, now we can actually see different things that are here. So I can exit out of that as well. Another one is ps space dash aux. I'm going to pipe that into less as well. And this is just another thing that gives you some information on the processes on your system. I don't really use this very much these days. When I first got into Linux, I did use this a little more. But these days, I prefer to either use btop, which if you have it on a too big terminal, it does that, or htop. And so that gives you some of the basics of being able to check on your system under Linux. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed these commands. You can visit opensourcetonight.com for more information on this video's topic. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all again very soon. Goodbye, everybody.
And action.